sailing on the open ocean for the first time ever. A few days ago, I boarded this traditional Polynesian sailing boat to learn about life at sea. The boat and its captain are on their way to the Caribbean, and I'm joining for the first leg of the journey, sailing down the coast of Portugal. So far, boat life has been pretty cool and so different to anything I've ever done before. It was a total shift from my typical routine back home, and it forced me to live in the present. Captain and I already sailed down the river to Lisbon, but with no wind in sight, we spent the last few days waiting for better conditions just south of Portugal's capital and getting to know our newest crew member, Anushka.
Hi, I'm Anushka. That's it!
Today, we're finally expecting some north wind, which we can harness to sail down to the tip of Portugal. So yeah, we know the destination, but I have no idea what type of obstacles we'll be facing or when we'll arrive. We're at the mercy of Mother Nature, and we can't simply anchor in the middle of nowhere, so we'll also have to sail through the night. Oh god, we're moving. I'm gonna put a sweater on. Oh gosh, we're moving. I literally thought there was an earthquake. I'm gonna go see what's up. I went up to the deck and saw the sun rising in the horizon, and Captain had felt a little bit of wind, so we had to make the most of it and left the little port where we anchored yesterday. We are pulling up the sail once again, and Captain just said, you have to pull out the camera because the light looks good. Okay, come in! Together, Anushka and I pulled up the huge crab claw sail. We didn't look very elegant doing so, as it was still as heavy as last time, although Captain had a different opinion on this.
There's no weight there. This girl makes it look like it's a ton. It's a gaff, a small, tiny gaff. There used to be a tree with leaves on it. Keep pulling. Now it's getting heavy again. Now it's a two-man job.
We used the mountaineering technique we learned yesterday. Pull the line out and slide in like Tarzan. We did that a couple times and tied it off. He's making fun of me. I was so excited. It was my first time sailing. I had been waiting for so long, and the adventure was about to begin. Your eyelashes are crystallizing. It's so cute.
Some days we did not.
That excitement didn't last, because very soon the pretty sunrise faded away, the wind weakened, we slowed down, and we were covered by a huge cloud of fog. Crazy how unpredictable nature is and how quickly the weather can turn.
It is so foggy you can't see anything. It's actually kind of scary because we can't see where we're going. We can only see about 10 meters. We have to keep an eye out for motors, engines, and it's so foggy that even my glasses are getting super foggy and I can't see anything. It's really annoying. It's almost as annoying as what was annoying yesterday? Oh yeah, the mosquito that came and bit me. Oh!
Not my ears, not my face, but into my hands, and they hurt.
I just hear it buzzing around me.
Are you filming?
Yes, I am.
Would you please give me the camera and get us a cup of coffee? Hey, I've got nice hair, do you know that? It's still my own color. Wow! Looks a bit greasy, but that's life on a boat. There are no words of wisdom. Google it! No. If you want wisdom, Google it. There, look, there's this couch potato waiting for
Your coffee to heat up.
Bye. Oh yeah, this is my foot. With these feet, I've walked through all of life and back again. How can I turn this off? I'm bored.
With our coffee in hand, we continued moving, and the wind did pick up for a little while.
Wow, we're sailing. Got a bit of wind going south. Even though we can't see a thing, we're actually moving. And it feels great. Look at that sail, it looks so beautiful.
Even though it was foggy and we had low visibility, I knew that we had to go in a straight line. So we brought up the compass, sat down, and simply waited.
We're eating chestnuts. So good. It's been so cold and windy, so this is perfect. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Welcome to my outdoor kitchen. It's very foggy and misty. And yeah, I'm just gonna make some pasta sauce. It's not a knife, it's a blade. Captain calls it a blade, and it's like, what did he say? 200 years old. And it's a Baroque blade, and it's very sharp. It's very deceiving. It looks like just an old piece of metal, but it's very sharp. Now the garlic. Oh, it's 3 in 1. Delicious little tomatoes. We all know how to cut tomatoes. That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna do everything now. So next step is to obviously cook them. For that, we have to go into the kitchen.
And now watch carefully as I make a very painful amateur sailing mistake, underestimating the boom in 3, 2, 1.
Ouch. Ow.
I had to take a break after that because my back hurt a lot. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the sun has come out. It's still super foggy, but the sun has come out, and because of all the water particles in the air, it's just so intense. It's so bright, man. I'm gonna show you something that you might not really think about, but how do we walk on deck? It's so wobbly. Say I want to go to my cabin over there.
Forecast says 14 knots of wind.
That not.
It does. Yeah, it does. We just checked.
None of us could believe it.
Where's the wind? Where's the wind?
I said maybe we're in a wind hole.
A wind hole, an air ball of nothingness. Whatever it was, we stayed in this surreal, bright, stagnant echo chamber bubble for hours. And eventually it started getting darker, and it was time to get ready for the long night ahead.
Now I'm a real sailor. Look at these boots.
I got so excited when I found out that Captain had boots for us.
You've got everything on this boat. It's amazing.
This Panama, this is all you wear. Machete, jeans, because of the snakes, and wellies.
Can you see this? Right here. This is wind. It's almost a north wind, which means it's coming from north. It's kind of coming from northwest. Now we're gonna be sailing down the coast all night long and hopefully get to Sagres tomorrow. I was out in the sun all day and probably a little bit sunburned by now. I started to have a headache, so I went down to my bunk and I was on my phone. I think that wasn't a good idea because now I feel a bit seasick. I don't know if it's seasickness, but I feel a bit nauseous. Like I feel like I'm gonna throw up, or I don't know, my mouth feels really dry. And now I'm just coming out, getting a bit of fresh air, and I feel like it's helping a lot. Got some boots on because I feel like it's gonna be a cold night, and this is where we are. The sun has just set. I'm gonna do my first night watch. Thoughts on our first proper day of sailing?
Don't have wind, glary, foggy. Funny girl with the camera in your face 24/7. Bye.
What about you?
I was in heaven, like the in-between. No, it's just a white room with nothing in it.
We just went a little bit insane today.
My very first night watch. Captain left me and Anushka on deck alone. We were in charge now. It was pitch black. The moon rose in the east, and I used it to steer the boat in the right direction, always keeping it to our left. Soon, more lights appeared in the sky.
You can see the star there though. No, the Venus, sorry, planet.
Sailing at night is a whole different thing. It's thrilling, and you definitely feel more vulnerable. The temperature dropped, the waves got really big, and the wind stronger.
It is 11 p.m. We've been sailing non-stop since 8 a.m. this morning, and it's getting very cold and windy, and I haven't moved from this chair in 3 hours almost. So I'm starting to get really cold, and the waves are only getting bigger, so the boat is rocking from side to side. And all I want to do is just cuddle up in bed. I think we're gonna wake Captain up, switch places now, and then maybe we can get a little sleep.
The plan was to get a bit of rest, and then wake up in a few hours and take over again. But of course, things didn't go according to plan, and I woke up super confused.
You were up all night? No way! Why didn't you wake me up?
It's fine.
I was so confused. I woke up and I was like, this doesn't feel like I slept for 2 hours or 3 hours.
Anushka debriefed me on the night.
No, there's no wind. I fell asleep and now I just woke up and it's sunrise. We just made it through the first night out in the ocean, and the moon is setting over there in the west, just like it's supposed to.
Now, the first challenge of the day was finding a spot to sit on that wasn't soaking wet and cold.
Is this wet? Oh my gosh, it stayed dry underneath. There's a cushion here all night, so now it's dry. I'm gonna sit there. I had the weirdest dreams. I was aware that I was dreaming. I was aware that I had to wake up. It's as if there was like a narrator in my mind being like, okay, now you're gonna have to wake up, gonna have to stop the dream. Come on, stop the dream.
It's such a hard feeling to describe, but I really felt like I was still dreaming.
Someone was telling me, or I was telling myself, I don't know, you're in the middle of the ocean. There's literally nothing around you. All my life I've slept between four walls or sometimes in a tent, but now we're completely uncovered and like so vulnerable. It's a really surreal experience.
Like, imagine you just wake up and get to discover where you are today. You check your surroundings, see a different landscape. It's more than being a nomad. Our mobile ancestors went from place to place, but they knew where they stopped for the night and set up camp. They walked there. But sailors, voyagers, they wake up in a totally new place. And Captain gets to do this every single day. Pretty magical way of living, if you ask me. And for a moment, I felt like we were completely alone.
I'm gonna have a breakfast.
All juveniles. Very, very ugly. Born? So ending all born now.
I feel like I'm getting sunburned, I guess. There's a ship on the horizon. We're not alone after all. It looks like an army ship. Is it? Yeah, it is.
You might remember from last episodes, Captain and I picked up a bunch of quinces. So before they went bad, it was time to jar them.
Okay, we're gonna do more quinces.
Yes, sir. I need a bucket of water.
Oh. Woohoo! We are flying! And I cut myself. I cut my finger with that blade, that 200-year-old blade. It's actually so sharp. Time to do the dishes. We don't do them every day because there's a limited amount of water on board, of fresh water. Obviously there's plenty of seawater around, but that's not what we use to do the dishes. So today, we're doing dishes.
I like these bowls. They're cute. They're like a good size.
Doing dishes outside on a moving boat was another first for me, but just like anything I did on this sailing trip, it was somewhat therapeutic. And to make the day even better, we got some visitors.
Oh my gosh! Look, there! Oh, here! Oh my gosh! Dolphins! I'm so excited! Wow! Maybe they went to the back. Let me go check. Wow! This is so cool! There's a dolphin! There's one more! So magical! They're so beautiful. They're so elegant, these little dolphins. What a magical experience, really.
We started picking up speed, the sail flung to the side, and we continued sailing smoothly for the rest of the afternoon. I also found out that Captain has this simple yet genius contraption that allows the boat to pretty much sail by itself.
This little red rope, we're gonna sail right for it. How cool is that, no? I mean, do you hear a generator going bzz, bzz? Do you see a 1,000 or 6,000 euro article pumping with the hydraulics, making us go in the right direction? No! Ladies and gentlemen, fly by wire!
It is day 6 on the ship, I think. I'm not even keeping track anymore. All the days are blending together. I'm in my bunk right now, resting a little bit and hiding from the sun. We have been sailing for 30 hours non-stop since yesterday morning. It's just crazy because all my life I always slept surrounded by 4 walls. And now I slept literally on a raft floating in the middle of the ocean. It's been almost a week. It already feels kind of like home and it's just really, I don't know. I'm just feeling very, very grateful. I'm very happy that I took this chance and just came. I can see land! We're reaching Cape St. Vincent, very, very tip of the south of Portugal.
Now it started to get intense. The wind was really strong, and huge waves lifted the boat up and down. Feeling the raw force of nature reminded me of how fascinating the concept of sailing is. Think about it. A huge sail, which is basically a piece of cloth, moving an 11-ton structure simply by using the force of the wind. With the right knowledge and experience, a perfectly balanced boat, and the right conditions and positioning, you can sail the seas for thousands of miles.
Alright, gonna go to the front, very front.
And it's this simple concept that allowed our ancestors to explore the planet, launch trade and commerce, and connect people across the world.
Flying! What am I doing? We turn past that cape. The north wind is hitting us. It's so strong. That's the wind that brought us out here. Wow.
We were now getting closer to land, and usually at this point boats lower their sails, then motor to anchor. But we didn't do that. In fact, we sailed right for it by tacking a few times. So essentially we sail into the wind at an angle. the longest time I've been off land. 34 hours non-stop sailing.
Oh my god. At this rate I can see you coming to Morocco.
Very nice day.
Yeah, I think it was a really great day.
You?
Honestly, it couldn't have been a better like full 24-hour first time sailing experience. It was really magical. At points I was just like, is this even real? Like, am I actually just like doing this? But yeah, we set off very, very early yesterday and then we sailed all day. Oh, I got sunburnt a little bit. You can probably tell. Look at my nose. Other than that, got a little cut on my finger, but that's it. No damage. No damage.
We're here.
And we made it. Oh, I'm cold. I want to eat now. Oh, it's so nice and warm. And after 2 adventure-packed days of sailing, we shared a nice hot meal, some long conversations, and then said goodnight.